So welcome to the session with Helena Galani, and she is joining us from Greece, my beloved collaborator. Helena holds a diploma RSA of University of Cambridge and University of Nottingham, an MA in ELT. She's an accredited TESOL EAP educator, online immersive tutor and assessor, flips her classes in immersive virtual worlds, VR and AI, combined with learning management systems and educational tools. She's an absolute whiz kid when it comes to technology. With a keen interest in immersive instructional design, Helena owns ELT Treasure Island on Kitely in OpenSim and taught and trained teachers for Indire, Edmonda, etc. As Edunation resident, Camelot Award winner and presenter, she supports the value of virtual reality. And Helena is Elena Azur in Second Life. She's going to join us live because she has something fantastic that she's done. She's trying to bring AI into virtual worlds with great success. Over to you without further ado.
I have actually brought it into virtual worlds, and it is possible to do so in OpenSim. And I demonstrated an example of a quest at the Virtual Worlds Best Practices in Education, which took place less than a month ago, I think, in March. I would also like to thank Heike. It is my turn to thank you, Heike, for your genuine friendship, your professionalism, and the way we've been working together. What I'm going to show you, first of all, I would like to start with the more general part before okay, can you see this, please? Is it clear for everybody? Or
yes, it is.
Yeah, okay, thank you. So what I'm going to show you today is connected with my experience with online numbers of adult learners of English as speakers of other languages, or as a foreign language, if you wish, who actually gave a very positive response in terms of technological ease of use and language outcomes. We're in an era of rapid technological development, and the intersection of artificial intelligence and language education holds immense promise for revolutionizing traditional teaching paradigms. And here today, I'm aiming to clarify the integration of OpenAI ChatGPT with reference to APIkeys and NPCs in virtual worlds, and more specific in Second Life. There's a lot of terminology which I'm going to explain for you in a minute. So I'm going to focus on the manifold and exciting potential that's opening up for teacher training, education, and in particular, language skills and competencies. We will explore the affordance of APIkeys to generate responsive, contextually relevant discourse, fostering immersive learning experience. So first of all, here is a brief definition. In OpenAI, API key stands for Application Programming Interface Key. Oh, you may say, all this jargon. This key is a unique identifier that allows access to specific services or resources provided by OpenAI's interfaces. These APIs enable developers to integrate OpenAI's language models such as GPT, which is generative, pre-trained transformer, into applications, platforms, or software systems. The second term we need to understand is NPCs, non-player characters that you can find in virtual worlds or virtual reality that are not avatars. Well, this all peaked during the tour that I designed on Edunation 3, and I also presented at the Virtual Worlds Best Practice in Education Conference in 2024, a quest for the Crystal of Eternity, if I remember well, in which I used different NPCs with AI. Speedy, the Turtles is one of them, but it was based on a Second Life script. So I'm not going to be talking about this today. And this is all going to leave behind Pandora bots, if you remember, in which we could create AI-driven agents, virtual agents. So the 4 NPCs, well, in fact, the 3 NPCs based on ChatGPT APIkeys on the quest. Let me introduce you to them. I'm going to be taking you to Second Life Agination in a minute. Lexis is the first one that you come across on Palm Isle in Agination 3. The fierce and threatening dragon before the end. He's going to give you useful cues, but he's also very dangerous. So beware, don't trust him. Whatever he tells you, he's very flexible. And the friendly but funny captain on my isle. Now, the content that we will be looking at, and we need to create an NPC chat, AI chat, is a unique number. I will show you how we get it. The script, I'm going to give it to you in world. And max token is the number of the length of generated responses that we determine, depending on how long we want our NPC to respond. And the character description, which is crucial and needs refreshment and editing all the time based on your students' feedback and the lesson feedback, in which you give a description of the role of the NPC, the attitude, the style, the register. We are going to start creating a free account, and then we will generate an API key. I'm very ambitious today. We are going to set up the billing. There's also a free version. I will tell you all about this. And the panel discussion afterwards is very useful when it comes to this particular technology. And we're going to talk about usage limits also. So if I wanted to support all this on my theoretical underpinning, I would like to make it easier for English teachers to apply the AI affordance of APIkeys of OpenAI into their classes. And so together we will explore some examples of immersive interaction that can promote discourse skills based on top-down or a holistic approach based on Cook. So these are the powers of generative ChatGPT APIkeys. By incorporating them into Second Life, language learners can enhance not only their language skills, such as speaking and listening, if they have an intelligence language tutor, the NPC, mirroring the interaction with real instructions, human instructions, the students can create. So that involves a lot of explanation orally or in written form, which you enter into a note card in the contents of the NPC. That provides also integrated skills development for practice of writing skills through text-based communication. Even the chat box supports this, and it integrates multiple language skills into cohesive learning experiences. So that promotes a holistic language acquisition. Vocabulary expansion and word usage, it goes without saying, I don't need to expand it to explain this further. The kind of wealth, the richness of vocabulary that the students build is incredible. What is even more fascinating is the fact that given the right instructions, your NPC can employ humor or the right kind of register, and it can easily, clearly show its intention and mood through idiomatic use. You can also rely on the NPC to sort of give feedback and correction, and this can be done directly or indirectly. And as proven, immediate feedback is crucial for effective language acquisition. It's a personalized learning experience, obviously, and authentic language input and interaction are involved. Of course, last but not least, flexible learning access is also possible because the NPC bot, AI bot, is available at any time. These are some steps that you can follow. I will make this available if you wish. So you can set up the API key, you design the NPC with language capabilities. You can choose, you can select from a variety of tasks like scenario-based interactions. So for example, at a virtual cafe conversation, quests like the one I'm going to show you around, or an airport simulation, anything you can imagine. Role-playing and language tasks, you can prepare scenarios or puzzles and riddles. Feedback and correction is also involved, and sometimes the NPC will do it using the right kind of register or mood. So, of course, sensitivity to cultural issues, nuances, it can introduce, students can be introduced to. There is progress tracking and collaboration with real instructions. Of course, the NPC cannot replace human interaction, and the purpose here is to facilitate discourse of any kind, spoken or written. There is community building, oh, actually, I should not pass this very fast because the whole lesson can have a different approach and a different mood by regularly updating and creating the right kind of adjustments to the role, the mood, the purpose, the information even of the content card. Okay, here's an example of my profile and some of the secret keys I have created, the API keys. I'll show you how we do it. Some plans and tires and limits. You can set limits, usage limits. If you want to go on the paid plan, then you can adjust how far you can pay monthly. There is a free version, and it's allowed to in many countries, so you can see geographically where it can be used. And let's do it. Oh, okay, sorry. I would like to start by going to platform. I will actually paste it in the chat for everybody to go and create an account on, here you are, it's in the chat box, so you can click on this link and go over to the site, which I'm going to share with you in a second. A lot of windows here. Okay. Here we are. This is where you can sign up. You know how we do this. You enter your email address, you create a password, then you receive an email which you've got to validate. And you can then let me use my existing account. It's going to save me time. You know how to create an account. It's as simple as creating an email account for you. So here it is. We've logged in straight to my user API keys. Actually, after creating a new secret key, you've got to record it somewhere, keep a note of the number, because you'll never be able to see it again. It will become hidden, secret. It will get lost. So if you want to create a new secret key, let's call it edtech tools key. And I will click on the green button to create it. Now, this is the tool, this is the key that we want to copy and keep, because we will use it afterwards. So I'm going to secretly save it somewhere. Here on my document, because I'll need it in a few minutes. Let's navigate a little bit. If you hover over the toggle on the left, I suppose you can see the settings and certain other options and APIkeys here, from where you can have access to the ones that you have already created. You may delete them if you don't use them anymore, or the point is you cannot edit the unique secret number, okay? Also, let me go over to the billing information. There's some usage limits, as we said earlier, and tires. So far, I can't say I haven't been using this particular tool online. I confess I have been using it quite a lot. So I can still use it like about a few months after I created these keys. So I wouldn't say that this is particularly demanding. I teach English. In another language, it may be more expensive, and we will find out more information. Dr. Scott Grant has got information, Kaylee West in Second Life. So in the panel discussion, we will be looking at this more closely. And now that I've copied the key, this is all I wanted from platform.openai.com. I'm going to move on to Second Life, and let me see how we're going to do this. I will be speaking on Zoom. Is that okay, Heike? I'm not going to share my sound in Second Life.
That's fine.
Yeah, thank you. So, oh, I'm sorry. Sometimes the speak button in Second Life turns on automatically. So this is my avatar. This is me. This is Lear Lobo, Cynthia. Hello, with her pet here. And they look very tired. And the turtles I was telling you about, which works on the Second Life script. And this is actually the second avatar, not avatar, I'm sorry, correction. This is not an avatar. It may be moving. It may have facial expressions of some type, but it's an NPC, a non-player character. And I found it on in the marketplace, Second Life marketplace. If we look at the contents here, you right click and you go to the content tab. Look, it's got, well, the actual NPC scripts, but what we're interested in is the API key here, the unique number, which is secret. I shouldn't be showing it to you. And the ChatGPT script, which is actually full permissions, and I can pass on to you either in Second Life, or I can point you to the direction of the shop in the marketplace online. And also, as I told you earlier, we looked at the contents. We said that we set a maximum token, which is the number of characters we want our AI NPC to respond in. I have set it down to 200, so that the chat box is not filled with responses. Now, this is very important. the prompt that we put in the contents of the NPC, the non-player character, that we connect with our API key. Now, the content is something that we should be very careful with, and that I go back to many times in order to revise, to upgrade. Sometimes you can add information. So the description I gave this artificial intelligence NPC is that he is a tiny AI robot in Second Life named Captain. The name is very important, so please mention the name in the description, but also put it in the general tab. And then I give it instructions like, how does it behave? You always respond, sorry, the spell type. A spell error here. You always respond in a friendly and advisory manner. Do not use your name in the reply. You reply funny stuff and you're a little crazy. This is the main instruction I wanted to give. You advise the explorer. Remember, this is part of a quest. So you advise the explorer to be extra careful with their next step on the quest. You don't wish to scare the visitors. You also tell them that you are concerned about the next stage, as there is a dragon threatening to devour the participants and destroy the whole island. So this is the description of the stage of the story that I gave. So finally, above all, what matters is their safety and making it to the jungle bar to chat away with their friends. Now I'm afraid that I have done something, so I've got to refresh the scripts, to reset the scripts so that they start working again. Okay, so let's start the animation. Okay, a standing animation. In order to be able to converse and use the language, I've got to type, he's ready. I've got to give the question to the NPC by beginning my sentences with captain, the word captain. Like, Captain, who are you? Whatever, anything you want. It'll take a little while for the NPC to respond. And it's always going to be an ingenuine, a unique response. Here it is. Ahoy there, Helena. He knows who I am. I'm just a friendly, slightly nutty AI advisor here to guide you on your quest. Now, I must warn you to tread lightly, for a fearsome dragon lurks ahead. This beast is not your everyday run-of-the-mill fire breather. Nay, it seeks to sow distrust and destruction. So it's warning me about what's ahead of me on this scenario. And maybe I can ask for advice. So, Captain, how do you advise me to proceed with the dragon? It sounds scary. Scary. Okay, let's see what advice the captain will give me. And here it is. Fear not, brave explorer. The dragon may seem fearsomely intimidated, but remember, even the most terrifying of all creatures has a soft spot. And so approach it with a gentle heart. It's so clever. It's unbelievable what a non-animate object can do. You do have a companion, as we said earlier during a previous presentation. So shall I show you how we do it? Shall we build together? Do we have any visitors standing there? Is that Kaylee? Yes, it is. So let me offer them teleport. that can join us. And Kathy, oh, Kathy's here. Oh, lovely. Hello. And there's, oh, Spinoza is here too. Lovely. Okay. Sorry, my speak button in Second Life went on again. And let's add a few people as friends. Okay, so let's go and build. I think someone's microphone is on and I can hear noises from your household.
I have
Thank you.
muted.
Thank you so much. So then, do take a seat, make yourselves at home. I'm going to create an AI NPC, which actually is going to be very simple. It's going to be a box, and in the box, I'm going to add the contents we said. First, let's use some kind of texture. Oh, maybe it's a suitcase. Oh, almost. Okay, some kind of wood texture. Yes. Okay. Right. So we said in the contents tab, we add the script that we have. Hi, Kaylee. Do take a seat. The script is called Spike, the ChatGPT. You can find it online here in this link. And it will actually look like, let me show you what it will look like. It's in my inventory. Here it is. This little tiny creature with a tail. Okay, so if you right click it, you get the ChatGPT script, an API key, max token indicator, and a brief prompt. So I'm going to insert all this here. First of all, we need, we need the script. So the name of the script is ChatGPT, okay? I have saved it, hopefully. Here it is. I have saved it in the inventory, and I go to the contents of the object I want to build, drag and drop it. But I have to use, as you can see here, a note card called APIkey here, remember? So let's make a note card, new note card called edtech tools. And we said here's where we're going to save this unique long number that we created online, which should be kept secret. Okay. And then I'm going to drag and drop it into the contents of the box. Oh, sorry, I have to rename it. It should be APIkey. Okay, that's fine now. The next thing we want to do is set a maximum token in a note card. So another one I'm going to create called max token. And let's say I want this avatar, this NPC AI chat to produce up to 300 characters when they speak, when they respond. And oh, sorry, I must drop it into the box, not in another object. I've got to be very careful with that. Yes, now I have this warning error that there's a prompt card missing. If you look at Spike, the object we bought from the marketplace, there's a prompt card with a description here. Can you see the description of the role and the character and the mission that the object will have? So I'm creating another card and I will call it prompt. Let's see if it works. And okay, you're a tiny AI robot named, not Smarty, edtech tools. You always respond, sorry about this, it's default, in a wise, in a clever way, clever and advisory way. Do not use your name in the reply. You reply seriously. Okay. And in a friendly way. And you're a little crazy. Okay. So what else can we say? Give the traveler, let's say, information about education technology tools they can use to teach a language in virtual worlds. You can go on giving as much information as possible, but the NPC is actually going to pull information from its resources. Look at that, it's being generated. It's really incredible. Here, we must not forget to name the object, and we said edtech tools is the name of this one. I'll make it movable and copyable so that people can take it. So let's see, is it ready? Oh, do I have to submit the API key, I believe? Okay, here it is again. I'm not sure if it's the API key I have to submit or not. Probably not. Now I've given it away in public. So if in the chat I put edtech tools, okay, let's see, will it respond? Edtech tools, which application shall I use in class to teach my adult learners, teach English to my adult learners? Okay, let's see, will I get a response? Oh, let's wait a little bit. And in the meantime, I must have done something wrong. Yes, yes, Doris, this is sorry, Heike, you wanted to say?
I wanted to point out what Doris said.
Yeah, yes, I've just spotted the message in the chat. What she does is copy all the files into the bot and then edit them. This is a very practical way of doing things. Yeah, that's true. But I'm really a bit puzzled by the message that popped up when I clicked the object here. Bypass and send a custom message. If you use the bot name, it will force a reply. Okay. Let's say I've submitted this. Okay, I think something's happening now. And I will repeat the question. Yes, practical, Doris. It saves you time. And all you do is just edit the note cards and the API key number. How am I doing with time? I wonder.
There's another 12 minutes until the panel.
Okay, thank you. Lovely, thanks. Have we got a response now? It's not working. So API key, we've got it. The ChatGPT is here. Oh, that makes sense. You see, we should include the name of the NPC, which is, we need to include it in the script. Okay. What have I done? Save. Yeah. It's ready to use now. Good. Okay, I'm glad we made this. I made this mistake. Okay, again, let's ask. And I'm really eager and curious to see the response. The other NPC based on APIkeys, which I would like to show you today before we leave this. This is actually my island on Education 3, by the way. You are welcome to come here and explore a little bit. There's a lot you can find, and there's a teleport system that can guide you to many, many destinations. Randall Sadler, who owns the island, has actually put all his love in this. Oh, right. Oh my God, I did allow for the AI chat GPT to respond in about up to 300 characters. So look at this list of resources I've been given. Hello, it's great to see your enthusiasm for teaching English using technology. I recommended several apps that could enhance your teaching experience. Duolingo, oh, Duolingo, Rosetta Stone, Fluent Youth, and several others. I find this impressive. You may want to update the list. You may feel that, well, let's actually try edtech tools. Can you suggest tools? AI and VR for education? And I'm sure we will get a very satisfactory response. So this is where the students come in, and in order for them to practice their skills, they may have to negotiate before they prepare the note card. They're not only involved in typing responses in the chat box in Second Life, but they're also involved in writing up the prompt for the contents of the object. And this is only just a box, it could be an NPC character that can also move. It doesn't have to be something as rigid and impersonal as a box. So here have been suggested to use Mondly, Rosetta Stone again, Immerse, VR chat, and certain other educational applications. I would really like to take you to this place. It's part of the quest that I told you about, which took place last month and that I use with my students. There's a hidden den here. And so the student has to come in to confront this dragon just by... Oh, I've got to be present, I believe. Oh, I've got to be here. So maybe I'll give the directions like dragon. What is ahead of us? And it will hopefully receive my message. Because remember, I'm on my isle and this is on a different spot on the island. So I may have to come closer for it to respond. Yes, obviously. I've got
get
to be here.
closer.
Pardon?
Don't get closer. You get eaten.
Oh, I get eaten. But why can I
Well,
not teleport here is the
I can
question.
relate that when we did the quest, yeah, it was, I think, how many? 4, 5, or 6 of us. We had such a blast of a time.
Mm-hmm.
And the dragon itself, he was so ready to devour every
Yes,
one of
he's
us.
impressive.
And Randall, he typed in the text chat, devour hiker. and he, and, no, it was really great. This quest really, really worked well.
Yes, I haven't actually...
Dragon is a dragon.
Oh, I'm in the water now. Great. Perfect. I know that I've said so much within limited time, and I'm sure there is more to say, which has skipped my attention at the moment. But during the panel discussion coming up next, there will be much more revealed. This is not a difficult technology to use, and it's great fun, both for the teacher and the students. You'll be amazed how much language they can produce. It is actually language in use. It's not strict rules memorization. It is producing discourse. Oh, ho, ahead of you. It's nothing but a world full of daisies, honey, and cuddly teddy bears. Want to have a picnic there? Nah, kidding. It's a jungle out there full of venomous snakes. The dragon is saying all this. It's not me. I've programmed him to speak like that because otherwise, without him, without trying to calm him down and befriend him, he would be aggressive and he will not give us the actual hints we want in order to move on to find the treasure which is hiding somewhere nearby. So we have to confront him. And because he was actually not modifiable, I made a box in which I put all the elements we want. Oh, I've lost him now. So do come in and try. You will be fascinated by what takes place and how your students will respond both linguistically, but also in terms of motivation. They really love it. Students of all ages. I believe I have some questions in the chat that I haven't had the time to look at. Oh, thank you, Doris. Thanks so much. I really love learning too, you know. Teachers have got the most curious minds before their students. That's why we have become teachers and educators. We learn, yes, yes. So would you like to ask any questions? Doris, you're asking, you can also write a prompt updated to the level of command of the language of the students. You could, yes, and you can give your NPC in the prompt, you can give instructions for your NPC to produce simpler language. You can actually clarify the level. Thank you to Magdalena. Thanks, everybody. I think
Thank
I've
you so
said
much, Helena. Now, you know, you, the audience, know why I admire Helena, her know-how, her calm attitude towards technology. When things don't go quite right, oh, let's try it again, you know. And I've never seen her upset about anything, really.
I think that's what it should be like, generally speaking, not only with technology and our lessons, but our general outlook to life.
It's wonderful.
And I'm not self-generated, you know, I'm surrounded by people like you who also have a positive spirit. Martin, who's a great help, he's amazing. And so many other people on Edunation 3. And Doris, she's also so inspiring. You will see for herself, for yourselves in a couple of hours, if I remember well.
Thank
Would
you.
you like to ask anything, perhaps? No?
Yeah. If you
Oh, okay.
well, I'll have to take you out of this session, your own session, in order to start moderating the one coming
Okay.
up. Yeah.
I'm moving on to Second Life.